confident are you that the NBA will actually be able to finish this season?
I am confident about it because Adam Silver says things like that. The NBA is realistic about what they're up against. Adam Silver, of all the commissioners, when it comes to this pandemic, when it's come to social issues, when it's come to labor relations, everything, is the adult in the room. People, I think, tend to confuse the idea the adult in the room is the one with the just, imposing their authority, insisting upon it, or showing the players or the fans or the owner that they have it. No, that's not the adult in the room. The adult in the room is this. He's reacting to actual information and trying to make informed decisions and be realistic about it and get everyone on the same page. Look, if you want to have a season, you have to be in a bubble. These are the kind of tests we need to have our hands on. Okay, now the tests are widely enough available. If the players sign up for these kind of strict testing procedures, self-quarantine or quarantine, all these kind of things, then we may be able to finish our season. Not, hey, yeah, it's going to be great. We're going to start the season on time. We won't cancel anything. We're going to have fans in this. Not all this kind of nonsense. He's giving it to you straight. Think about the job Adam Silver has done as commissioner, by the way. Even with an issue as delicate as China, where at first he was seeing, well, what am I going to do here? But ultimately, he made the right decision. He had to stand up for some core American values and at the same time thread the needle with China. It's such a huge piece of business for the NBA. The NBA grows internationally at a much better rate than the NFL. It exports better. China's a huge reason why. It's one of the main reasons why. And he had to consider that relationship while balancing the values of the NBA. And he did it. Of the NBA, he did it. And so it's not that he's perfect. And I understand the bar is set low for these commissioners. But Adam Silver once again shows you why the NBA is in good hands. Listen to what he just told you. Yeah, look, I don't know that we'll be able to finish. I think we will. I'm going to try. If there's new information, we'll have to react to that. But we have a conservative plan in place. We're almost done with our season, a few more regular season games, and we get to the playoffs, and we hope that we can. When a leader speaks responsibly like that, in a sober way, analyzes the situation and comes up with a realistic plan that people can follow, tries to get everyone on the same page, and then tells you, yes, here are the dangers, here are the risks, but if we do this, we think we can do it, you have confidence that it can get done. So my answer is, listening to him speak about the uncertainty makes me more confident that the NBA can do it.
Go ahead, Jay.
I think it's wishful thinking to think that we're going to have an end of the season. I really do, guys. And I am a person that wants to see basketball more than anybody. We all love basketball. I want to see LeBron James have a chance to win a chip. I want to see Kawhi have a chance to win his third chip on his third different team. I want to have see Giannis win a chip. But you have to bat 1,000 essentially in order for this to actually happen. And that is hard. There are a lot of mitigating factors that go into this. And even if the NBA players bat 1,000, does that mean everybody else around them, are they going to bat 1,000? Are they going to make the right decisions? And ultimately, guys, I find myself saying, is it going to be worth it? Is it going to be worth it for the sake of entertainment? And I know that there's a lot of money at stake, but the league has made a lot of money over the past 5 to 10 years that I think 1 year could be a buffer to wait and to see what happens with this whole pandemic. I don't know if I necessarily agree with Adam Silver's comments about, we're gonna have to learn how to live through this pandemic. I know we have no other choice but to live through this pandemic. Playing sports through this pandemic is another question here, guys. And there are a lot of players that have underlying conditions. So if one player who has an underlying condition of asthma maybe catches COVID-19, ends up in the ICU, is that worth it? Are we gonna sit up here on national TV and say that's worth it for the sake of entertainment and money? I mean, ultimately, if we're looking at this and we're being practical and we're being reasonable and we're seeing teams' facilities being shut down leading to this, are we gonna sit here and say on national TV that, hey, going to a bubble means I can make a case that it could be safer there? Well, like staffers are allowed to go home, guys. There's a lot of moving pieces here, Stephen A. Smith. Like at the end of the day, I love sports and I want to see it come back. But we have to really ask ourselves, Stephen A., like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? That's a legit
Jay,
question, my
Jay,
brother. That's a legit question, man.
I'm not being insulting in any way because you're my boy, but you sound like a damn political pundit on one of these other cable
No,
channels.
all right, that's fine. That's your opinion, but that's not the case.
I'm just saying that's
Okay.
how you sound. I'm just saying that's how you sound.
Okay.
Let me say
All
this
right.
to you. Let me say this to you. With all due respect, Jay, you are on the air right now. You're getting paid. You're not working for free. I understand you're not endangering yourself because you're in a location just like I am, just like Max is, Molly, and everybody else. What I'm saying is we have to be cognizant and mindful of an economy. Now, I don't say be mindful of that to the point that you got the governor and you acting like the governor of Florida and the kind of stuff that he's been saying, or other political folks that we won't get into right now. Under no circumstances, and I'm not saying that, and under no circumstances, and I'm trying to be laissez-faire or just dismissive of the importance of life. We get that. But as I've said to Max on several occasions, you do not have a definitive date upon which a vaccine is going to be provided to folks in this nation or throughout the world. You don't know. So in the indefinite period of time, you're asking people to just stay home and wait and be supported. And I'm telling you, plausibly speaking, that's not going to happen. Now let me get to Max's point about Adam Silver. You know what, Max? You're right to give Adam Silver credit. But to be a bit lighthearted here, can we just call it what it is? Adam Silver was watching First Take. Adam Silver heard what the hell I said yesterday. You know, he's trying to scare people to stay in the bubble. That's what that's about. Adam Silver is letting cats know, excuse me, don't sit up there and contribute to this situation getting worse. Don't sit up there and try to get outside the bubble or try to squeeze people in the bubble. I don't have to revisit that conversation. Y'all know what I'm talking about here. Adam Silver in the NBA is basically letting people know, y'all, okay, we got a bubble atmosphere. You know why we got that bubble atmosphere? Let's put forth our due diligence to make sure that we honor the restrictions. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.